Hello guys, John here. I think I've finally found a decent game to play. I've been having my eyes on Escape from Tarkov, made by Battlestate Games in the past few years, but I was always really scared of the amount of time I would have to invest in it in order to learn it. And also knowing that I would have to play against other people who have played multiple wipes before me was kinda discouraging. Anyways, since gaming has been so stale lately, and considering how I watched my favorite games to mess up over the recent years with poor decision making, I became much more open to trying different games and different genres to see if they would tickle my excitement. And oh boy, I was in for a major tickling session when I started playing Tarkov this wipe. I was totally blown away by the amount of content I could go through as a new player. The amount of gear and weapons in this game are truly insane. You can mod your own guns with actual gun mods that exist in real life from scratch. Personally, I'm a firearm enthusiast, but since I'm living in Sweden, this is pretty much the most fun I can have with weapon modding. You can pull off countless different builds using different parts and ammo types in order to destroy other players with it. You can also try all your goodies at your own gun range. Your range is located inside your personal hideout, where you start pretty much from nothing and you will eventually expand it and craft many different items in it, using the ingredients you find in the world or the ones you buy from other players on the flea market. Who could have thought that you could mix soap and water in order to make shampoo? You can actually craft a GPU with 8 CPUs and a wrench. Boy, if I knew this last year, I wouldn't have had to trade in my left cheek for the 3070 at a local hardware store. At the moment, Tarkov devs are wiping the game around every 6 months. This forces everyone to progress and test stuff as they're making changes to the game. The game is not fully released yet, and I believe they will stop with these wipes once it's out. But we just have to wait and see how the final product is going to turn out. People say that for new players, it's easier to start at the beginning of the wipe. I personally did not listen to it, and I started a month or two after the wipe, and I realized exactly why. I was already undergeared in pretty much every fight, and I was totally broke. Luckily, I had a few mates to take me on some loot runs and to share me some very generous loot.
There's a cache over here, like a hidden stash.
You got everything?
No, you can take it. Actually, I might take the toothpaste because that's nibs. If you want the toilet paper, you can take it.
Oh, so you're so generous. Get out. Leaving me the fucking toilet
I can't.
And not to mention my amazing game sense and map knowledge at the start.
Oh my god! Was that a player or what?
VoIP or communicating with other players won't be available until the next major update, but you can actually make your characters talk using voice lines, which I have a lot of fun with. You can finally talk shit to other players without having to feel bad about it, since it's part of the game. Splendid.
You can't have many rounds left now, bitch! Just let us pass and you won't die! Look at this goddamn pussy! Come on! Shut up! Damn it! You're going down for all this shit! We are coming! Do you understand me? Ah! God fucking damn it! Cease fire!
Yeah, keep saying that.
Hold your fire!
They are coming, you hear?
Hold your fire!
Hold your fire.
Cease fire!
Cease fire. Hold your fire. Cease fire.
I can't believe Command just up and left us here.
Better sweep your sectors.
First, I was kinda weirded out when I realized you can use Vaseline as a painkiller in this game. But after about 2 weeks of taking a major ass boom boom from the veteran player base, I fully understood why it was added to the game. It for sure made my initial encounters more smooth and less painful. Speaking of which, the healing and pain system is probably one of the most unique I've seen in any game. In other games, you get shot, you will just quickly pop a stim or take that magic tonic to fill up your health. In this game, you die very fast, and if you actually survive the encounter and get wounded, you have to go to a safe spot and perform a goddamn surgery before returning to combat. Use the splint for fractures, use the surgical kit for heavily wounded arms, and use these tampons to stop your vagina from light bleeding. It's the most realistic system I've ever seen in a game. As a new player, your main objective has to be to progress through quests to be able to catch up with others. As soon as I started focusing on the quests and watched all the task guides on YouTube, everything became much easier. These quests are designed to force you to explore different parts of the game's world in order to gather items and to perform some questionable tasks. I found them a fun challenge and a good thrill, except for some of the quests, for example the ones from Skier or Jaeger. Like, I don't know, make sure you're dehydrated while wearing an Ushanka and a pair of Speedos and then kill 12 AIs with a bolt-action rifle. Or go in the middle of nowhere in wide open and stash these condoms somewhere so the Skier's boys can retrieve them at nighttime. That pretty much sums up 1/3 of the quest line, but I still think they're alright, as they force new players to explore different maps in order to complete them. I'm sure that was the main reason behind making most of them. After a few hundred hours, I would say the game becomes much easier as you learn all the basics, but the early grind as a new player is truly an unforgiving mistress. You should remain strong and push through the ball-busting sessions, as you should know that it's definitely worth the grind. The sense of being rewarded is splendid once you become better at the game. I was totally whipped when I pulled off my first 1v4. Me and my mates were raiding the shopping mall for some loot, when he got domed and I had to fend off 4 players using my terrible AK. I was really scared.
He was behind me to the left.
You got one tap?
Yeah.
No, it's the same man. Yeah, more than one.
Yes, let's go.
Oh, no.
Let's go. Oh my god, that was so fucking intense.
The feeling I experienced at that moment was something else. It's hard to describe. I was just so happy when I realized you can still experience such good feelings while playing video games. There is still hope for gaming. You just have to explore and find the right one. I know there's server desync in this game, you get shot behind cover and sometimes there are cheaters. But I see a lot of potential in this game, so I'm willing to accept all its flaws for now and see how the final product is going to turn out. I think the lead designer, Nikita, is a very ambitious man, and I'm very curious to see how is he going to play his cards over the next few years.
Your little pussy belongs to me.
Grenade out. That's quite big. Want to work together?
Yeah, boy.